Okay, guys, so I wanted to go ahead and work out some more problems with you on acceleration, even though I can't be there today. And I'm hoping that y'all are feeling okay with it. I've had the last couple of days to practice. But if this is the practice assignment acceleration concepts that is in Schoology, it's the same one I left you when you had the substitute for extra practice on Monday. So this is, I'm going to scroll down and just do the acceleration calculations, but you guys can find this assignment in Schoology. First of all, there are 4 equations, not 3, and the 4th one didn't print. So you're going to want to add this, or hopefully you already have it in your notes. But whenever you read these problems, same as we've been talking about for the past couple of days, I want you to identify your given information and use your guess method. And so in this question, it says, an object has an initial velocity of 4 meters per second squared. So again, I'm going to label my given information, VI equals 4 meters per second, and a constant acceleration of 2 meters per second squared. There's an acceleration, so I'm going to write A equals 2 meters per second squared. Sorry, guys, it's not writing. There it goes. All right. How far does the object travel in 20 seconds? So I've got one more piece of information given to me, and that is a time. So we're going to write T equals 20 seconds. So again, if I'm using the guess method, I'm going to label my givens. I have VI, A, and T, but next step is going to be to label my unknown. What am I being asked to find? And in this question, I'm being asked how far, which means that I ultimately need to give a displacement, and that's X. So that's my unknown. So this is the G and the U of the guess method. And drawing a picture would be helpful as well if you want to add a diagram up here of this object and write these numbers and give a vector for the direction and all that. But I'm just going to do this part for now because I don't have a ton of space. So once you have labeled your givens and your unknown, then you look at your equations. In order to solve for delta x, which is what I'm trying to find, my equation has to have delta x in it. So like I can't use this one. It doesn't even have x in it. And in fact, I need to find one that has VI, A, and T, or at least some combination of those, and delta x. But I can't use an equation that has something I don't know. So I can't use anything that says VF because I don't know what VF is. And you can only solve your equation if you have one variable. So that means that I'm only left with one option if I look up here, and that is this equation right here. Delta x equals VI times T plus 1/2 times A times T squared. And so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. Delta x equals VIT plus 1/2 A T squared. And so now I'm going to substitute into this equation. Delta x is my unknown. I still have to write it though. I'm just going to write it as a variable. There's nothing to plug in. VI is 4. The time is 20 plus 1/2. Acceleration is 2. Time is 20. And my equation says that this has to be squared. So let's go ahead and write that. So here's where you break out your calculator. And this is where it is just algebra. So in your calculator, your order of operations says that you have to do the multiplication first before you add. So this 4 times 20, we're going to multiply that. And then we're also going to multiply our 1/2 times 2 and 20 squared. We're going to square 20 first, actually. But don't add until you've already gotten these 2 separate multiplication steps done. So 4 times 20 is 80 plus 1/2 of 2 is 1. So it's really just 20 squared over here. 1 times 20 squared. 20 squared is 400. And so delta x is equal to 80 plus 400, which is 480. And it is a displacement that we're looking for. And if you look at your units, you can see that your seconds are all going to cancel up there. You're just going to be left with meters, which is the unit that you should have for a displacement. So the answer to number 7 is 480 meters. We're also going to work number 11, but I'm going to do that in a separate video.